So the other day, I saw this video of this indie CEO of a small game studio who's apparently making a Black Panther video game. I didn't even know there was going to be one. She made this wonderful video talking about how diverse their environment is, and I'm just going to play that in its entirety so you can see what we're going to talk about today.
I have a team of 21 right now for Validate. It's a pretty big team. It's a crazy big team for indie games. But who is your team? Validate has a team of mostly all people of color. We have no white people on our team. I did that because I wanted to create a safe environment. And I know the best way for an environment to be safe is to be around people who are just like me. And I'm not saying that white people in the industry are creating unsafe environments. I'm not saying that. That is not what I'm saying. I am saying that sometimes it is hard to work with white people because they think that something may be okay, but it was really a microaggression. And no one wants to deal with that while they're trying to make a game that they love.
So, yeah, that's going to be a thing, I guess. That's racism. That is textbook racism. You know that, right? Not hiring someone based off their skin color is racism, even if that person that's not being hired is white. I also like how she said that she wants to create a safe environment for her employees, and she wants them to all be just like her. And based off of how she's saying that, I have a sneaking suspicion that she's not a very nice person to work with. I'm not usually one to go after something and say like, oh, this is woke, or oh, this is riddled with SJWs or anything like that. Like, that's not something that I usually do, but I think in this instance, I'm going to say this is woke. And in typical fashion, with people like this, this game's gonna flop, and all of a sudden it's going to be people like me who are white. It's gonna be our fault that this game flops because we're all racist. Like, could someone please explain to me why having a crew of people exclusively one race is a selling point? Like, why does that matter? That doesn't mean anything. Like, we really live in a weird time where the word diverse doesn't actually mean diverse, it just means without white people. And also on the topic of words that don't mean anything anymore, she claims that she's an indie studio, but yet their game is being published by EA. So by extension, they're not an indie studio if they have one of the biggest game companies publishing their game. Of course, the CEO is from Sweet Baby Inc., and, I would have thought that those people would have learned that this kind of stuff isn't, good for games, but I guess not. Oh man, I cannot wait for this game to either come out or be canceled, and for the backlash to come from it. Oh man. I miss when gaming was just so simple.